Everybody,
Hello, sorry, can you?
I'm doing it right now. I can't do it when the screen is sharing.
Hello?
Hello? What? Let's begin. We are on course 14, class number 2, question 1. Hi. Um, Mike, would you like to read?
Sure. Good morning. Whose is the current protector controversy? How could it be stopped?
Yeah, it was, well, it's still going on, which is sad. There was a schism in our home monastery as a result. I went and visited the monastery um, in 2015. Yeah, 2014. Anyway, 2014, I believe. And there's two separate monasteries now because of this controversy. So it's a relevant question still, but the point is, if there is some drama in your life, in English we said he said, she said, meaning two people say basically opposing things in a dispute that both seem valid enough to them to carry the dispute on, and they feel heard or somehow wronged, something of that nature. So if that happens, whose fault is it, and how could it be stopped? Anyone can answer.
Anything that we're seeing is based on our past karmas. So if we're seeing inconsistencies with our teachers, it's based on our karmas. Um, and it could be stopped by, um, serving all teachers or having respect for um, you know, all systems or something like that.
You're going strong. You kind of drifted off at the end. So I should respect the system that kills everybody?
No, no, yeah, that's I said it and I was like, wait a second, no, that's not right. But yeah, but oh, maybe it could be stopped by like following our vows more closely and looking for our truth within any teaching we receive from a teacher.
Ah, wow. You were strong again, then you kind of
Ah!
um maybe it could be stopped by being Buddhist. That's how you could stop it. Okay? Actually practicing Buddhism, which says any problem you see in your world is a projection based on the things you did in the past. So if that thing is happening, it's due to your karma. So you should do the opposite and it will stop. And you should do some extra purifications, continue to study emptiness and dependent origination, and do some amazing things to help people, and it will stop. That's true for everything. Okay. The answer is seeds. All right, Mike, read this.
Having to see our lamas appear to agree with one another is due only to one reason, our own lack of proper behavior towards our lamas. If we wish to see it stop, we must honor all of our lamas carefully and be very careful not to have any mental afflictions about the current controversy. The real issue is our own past and present behavior towards our lamas.
Done. Okay. If you can stop the discussion in your head right there and take action, not just as like not thinking about it further, but if you can really understand that and take action based on that, you'll be fine. All right. It's not always easy. Um, you can find at least one person to vent to until you're an Aria or something. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mike. Question two. Hong Son. Check to read. You're muted.
I'm sorry. So if we continue to take the loss in any situation upon ourselves and continue to give the advantage in any situation to others, what's to stop others from taking advantage of us?
Let me answer you. Absolutely nothing is stopping them. And they will. All right. And even then you have to remember Lojong. This is Lojong, okay? This is putting yourself the lowest, not because you are low self-esteem or something like that. Don't ever think that. If you're practicing this practice, you're the best. You're the best of us. The point is, you hurt people, so the karma is gonna ripen. So let it ripen in a way that you understand it's ripening until what, Hong Son?
Uh, until the uh, no more no more bad deeds happening.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Nirvana, Buddha, high Bodhisattva levels Buddhahood. All right, that's it. All right, go ahead, read this.
Yes. First of all, our career is to be a bodhisattva. We are pledged to serve,
Pledged, pledged,
pledged,
pledge. It's like a J. Pledged.
pledged
Yeah, good.
to serve others as their servants, and to assure that all their wishes are fulfilled, even at our own expense. Secondly, any real suffering or one that we incur because we have given away what we have to others can only in karmic terms have been created by previous
Created.
create by previous incidents in which we failed to give to others what we had. This does not, however, mean that
Does not.
this does not, however, mean that we shouldn't keep others from harming ourselves or anyone else because this will hurt them in the future.
This this will hurt them. Hong Son, this.
This
Yeah, exactly. Correct. You have to hurt others. You have to stop others from hurting others so they don't hurt themselves. That's true. But the reason you see them hurting others so they will hurt themselves is because you hurt others. So protect others pr and ultimately protect everybody by doing good deeds and not hurting others. Got it? That's Lojong. This is Lojong. Okay? This is the whole thing. Okay. Number three. Mm, Panaitova.
Uh,
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Please read.
What does the first Chanka Rinpoche have to say about how we should take the loss any situation ourselves?
I forget. I don't know. Happily. With knowledge, with wisdom, and happily. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, don't have regrets. I mean, as best you can. It's hard sometimes, but read this, Anastasia.
He says to make sure that we do it without regret and with the highest joy.
Done. It's true. If you have some regret, the karma won't run out all the way. All right? Trust me. If you can do it with the highest joy, with un and understanding, it'll run out quickly and you can move on to other horrible purifications. All right. How many questions are there? Lists. There's five. All right, number three. I mean, four. Lynn, can't hear anything.
The root text says, may none of these be made impure by the eight ideas of things. The phrase eight ideas of things can refer to different sets of things. List these two sets separately below.
Sets.
Set,
No, sets.
sets,
Good. Separately.
separately,
Separately.
separately.
Yeah, good. Yeah, English speakers, they don't say separately, although they should. They just say separately. Okay? This is like Brit, Brit. Okay. If you speak English like that, people will think you're native. Separately? All right. Cool. I don't know. I mean, one list is the eight worldly thoughts, right? Um, what's the other list? I don't know the second list. The first one should be the eight worldly thoughts. Yeah. I'm just gonna read them, okay? Jikden Chuge. Jikden worldly chu thoughts. Ge eight. All right. They're from ACI course one. So this is review. Being happy when we acquire something. Ne kyo jung na ga. Being unhappy when we don't acquire something. Ma jung na mi ga. Being happy when we feel good. De wa jung na ga. Anyway, ga means happy, na means if. All right? And the rest is the beginning. So this is being happy. Or I like to say getting all happy. Mike, what does the all mean when I say getting all happy?
Oh, it's um like getting all happy. It's like completely or something.
Yeah. And that's what these mean. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be happy when you get something nice. It means don't get all happy. Meaning, remember you're still in samsara and something bad is going to happen next week or tomorrow or something. All right? Because of your old seeds. So don't get all happy, but that doesn't mean don't rejoice. These don't mean don't be happy when you get something. It means don't get so happy that you forget you're in samsara and something bad's going to happen because of the seed you planted. And vice versa. Don't get all unhappy when you don't get what you want. You'll probably get it next week. The only reason you're not getting it is because you weren't a perfect bodhisattva. And if you're not a perfect bodhisattva, that's of course why you're still in samsara. So don't get all unhappy either. All right, here we go. Uh, being unhappy when we don't feel good. Mahjong, nah. If you if mm, if you Mika, being unhappy uh when something when you don't feel good, right? The day was understood. Being happy when we become well known or famous, you could say. Nendrak Naga, if people start to know who you are. Nendrak, or if you become famous, uh, being all happy about it. Being unhappy when we don't. Majungna Mika. All right. The Nendrak is understood, meaning famous, right? Being happy when someone speaks well of us. Tura Tongken mm, mm, Jungnaga. If it should happen that somebody should give us praise, okay, God, you get all happy. This is the worst one. The same person who praises you 3 seconds later is going to say something bad about you. Okay? So, and when I realized, I was like, oh my God, my Lama only says good things about me because I said something good about someone else, not because I actually did something good or not. Okay? When you realize that, you'll let it go. All right. And being unhappy when someone speaks ill of us. Mera, uh, if someone puts you down, uh, if someone puts you down, Miga getting unhappy. Okay. Um, yeah, J Ken Jung, should that occur, when that occurs. Okay. Oh, the eight extremes. Okay. Second, to read the phrases referring to the eight extremes, tagye, which refers to the following eight as they exist from their own side and not as our own projections. Ngowa drupe. Oh, yeah. Ngowa drupe, existing with that essence, okay? The essence of coming from us. Uh, Ta means end or edge or extreme. Ge means eight. Ngowu means by that essence, and drupe means existing as such. This is famous. Arya Nagarjuna talks about this most famously. Starting, Gewa, stopping, Gakpa, being unchangeable, Takpa, stopped altogether, Chepa, going, in the sense of a seed going or moving into being a sprout. Yeah, I like to think of this as happening. Um, Droa. It can literally be movement too. Coming, in the sense of a sprout coming from the destruction of a seed. Yeah, which is on. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Onwa. Um, existing as one thing, chick, and existing as something other than that, different things. Tade. The point is they all come from seeds. All this stuff does. Again, it goes back to the answer to question 2. All right? And question 1. Whatever you see is what you created. Nothing is happening besides that. Not even starting, stopping, going, coming, um, things seeming to last forever, things not seeming to exist at all, things seeming to exist as one, or things seeming to exist as other than one. Sorry, translators, I'm going fast. Okay, number 5. Loan, would you like to read?
Yes, my teacher. The text says that we can be free from the chains of attachment. How does Chanakya Rinpoche explain this attachment? Tibetan, track in Tibetan.
We're gonna work on your X's, okay? Say text.
Text,
Text.
text,
Yeah, it's like a K and an S together, okay? It's text. Text.
yeah, text,
Yeah. Good.
text,
Good. Explain.
explain,
No, you just said the K. You got to say the K and the S. Explain.
explain.
Yeah, good. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, how does Tanka Rinpoche explain these attachments? Explain this attachment. What does attachment mean in Buddhism? Does it mean you shouldn't be attached to eating? You shouldn't be attached to your body? You shouldn't be attached to your paycheck and your kids are going to starve now? Is that what it means? Nobody knows.
Attachment to what you're seeing and thinking that that's reality, what really exists from its inside.
Only Mike Hoffman knows the answers. If you don't, I'm serious, I'm joking, but if you don't know the answer to this, um, you can't really practice. That's the point. I don't, you know, it's not a, there's no requirement to know for the class. I'm just saying if this is Buddhism. This Lojong is the essence of Buddhism. Seriously. It's not a just something in your head. Attachment means to misunderstand the object as coming from its own side, and therefore wanting to do, being willing to do something bad to keep it, which is the opposite of why you have it. You have it because you did something good. Um, that's attachment, right? Let's see what Chanka Rinpoche said. The Loan, read this.
Yes, he said it refers to attachment to the extremes of thinking things are the way they seem to be, which implies that they are unchanging and impossible to change, and of thinking that if things are not the way they seem to be, they cannot exist at all. At all.
Yeah, good. Yeah, these are the two extremes. This is Mepa and Chepa. I mean, or I should say Takpa and Chepa, sorry. Takpa comes from Yupa and Chepa comes from Mepa. Thinking things can't change comes things being unchangeable comes from the fact that you think because they exist, they must exist self-existently. Okay? Things not being able to exist at all comes from you thinking because they are empty, that means they must not exist at all. That's what he's referring to here. Those two extremes. Those two of the eight. Which are the two? I don't know, kind of the most famous ones. But they're all kind of famous in Buddhism. Anyway, either way, they don't exist self-existently. Okay. All right. We're doing course 14. We only have 38 more classes. Okay? It'll go fast. And then someone will be like, Word, can you do that homework review thing again? And I'll be like, nope. Watch the video. So enjoy while it lasts, because things are changing. Bye. Thank you, translators. I hope I wasn't too fast. Take
មានថៃ
care. Go on, Hong Song.
Yes.
Bye.